Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. How you doing this afternoon? Well, this good night, this good morning, whatever it is. We had a day moon today. I love day moons. It was like so close to being full. I think maybe in a day or two, maybe tomorrow it'll be full. By the time tomorrow we'll have a full day moon. But I did not come here today to talk about day moons. No, I did not. I came to talk about a movie called Cloning Tyrone. Yes, Cloning Tyrone. And how prevalent it is today in my life and in many of your lives as well, but you don't know. I'm watching a documentary right now on YouTube, right? Ancient cloning factories, right? Amazon's foundlings and something else. Right? I don't want to get all into that. But they talk about how the Statue of Liberty was moved from France to America, right? And they had like a picture of how it was like made up and everything, and they talk about all these lady goddesses that attach to different orphanages and things like this. And in previous episodes of my podcast, I referred to this place as an incubator, this firmament, this whatever, as an incubator, right? Now, I've been going through things in my life recently, right? With scanner picos, right? Now, they're intertwined in my life. I've been getting mail from them. I knew them for a while, and then they just disappeared, right? But the mother, Stephanie Scanapico, right? She has a son, right? And he looks identical to my Uncle Freddie, who passed away, God rest his soul, right? And I'm gonna leave his name anonymous, whatever, you know. But Stephanie Scanapico has a son, right? And he looks just like my uncle that passed, right? And she was supposed to be caretaking or whatever for my Uncle Freddie. And she was also signed up as a caretaker online. I don't know what the plan was, but they also stole sperm from me because I started figuring everything out. So what they did was they did a bunch of things in my life to, like throw me off the trail. Because I started finding all this stuff out. They stole sperm from me and everything, amongst a lot of other shit. And then exited out of my life once I started finding all this out. So what they're doing is they're taking sperm from people. Because what I suspect is this lady, Stephanie, got into my uncle's life a long time ago, when he was probably around my age. Right? Got some sperm from him, either fucked him or got some sperm from him, went somewhere and had a child. Then later on came back into his life, right? Just like her daughter did to me, right? Georgia Scanapico, right? And they used the craft and everything on me, right? This is what they do. So this is the government doing this, right? This is the government doing this to appease the people who control this incubator that we're all in, this firmament that we're all in. And the people who are in control are abroad or up above. I don't know who's working for who here. But to be truly honest with you, I don't appreciate what's going on. the whole deception thing and all that, you know what I mean? Okay, it'd have been one thing to just fuck somebody and, still a bag of sperm and run off somewhere and have a child. But to expose them to all this and make them figure all this shit out and leave them out here with all this information to just, do what I want with. Like, let's say perhaps create a podcast and put it out there. Because I'm looking into this stuff now. I'm looking into, the way these foundations and these secret societies, these organizations move about, and they've been doing this throughout history. You look at Mind Unveiled. Look on Ancient Cloning, Mind Unveiled on YouTube. They talk about it. They talk about the incubators and everything. I didn't even know anything about this, but this is what they talk about. Not too long ago, about a year or so ago, I found websites called Baby Century, right? And these websites told you, like, all you had to do is put your name in or whatever, and your birth date or whatever, and it would show you, like, what type of, like, it would call you a 1-1, or the best thing was a 1-1. And I was a 1-1. And I found this website by deciphering things that I found, while I was dealing with people, when I was, around certain people. I would always pay attention. I would always look around. And when I would look around, I would notice things. And when I started looking up things, I started finding out things about ideology, about spirituality, angels, demons, about the Anunnaki, about Nerobu, I get tongue twisted a lot, about the Greeks, the Romans, about Ireland, about the Eastern Stars, about the Masonic Order, about the Knights of Templar, and about these other places that's connected with, about the baby situation, stealing babies and everything. All of it's connected, and it all appeases a higher being, and it's something that's hidden from the populace. There's a veil over top of us, and we can't lift it. And once you know about it, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of people don't like talking about it. A lot of people like attaching it to something very spooky or whatever. And I mean, it is in a way, but it's natural too, because it's what we're here to do. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? They're mentioning movies on Netflix now that depicts the storks and the babies and everything. And yesterday they was talking about Krampus with Christmas and how, Santa Claus would bring gifts and Krampus was still babies. So in my mind, I put it together like, well, was it like an exchange there? Was Santa Claus bringing gifts to distract so Krampus could go stealing kids unwittingly, unknowingly, to everybody else, unbeknownst to everybody? And that's what it seems like all of this is about. All of this is about creating physically, creating intellectually with your intellectual property, creating spiritually and growing and learning. And that's what I'm doing. I'm growing and learning. I don't have any ill will or no type of intent to do any type of harm to nobody, right, about the situation. Because to be honest with you, if that's the route that I wanted to take, I could have been taking that route. Because I do have locations and all of that type of stuff. I still can get around and do what I want to do and handle my business. But I'd rather be a detective and let everyone else know exactly what's going on than me flipping my lid and just seeming like another crazy kooky ass person that's out here just running around, you know what I mean, and don't know what they're talking about. I've been putting all the pieces together, and this is what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised 20, 25, 30 years from now if I see a guy or guys running around looking like me, because of that cloning Tyrone thing. And they're doing it to multiple people. I'm pretty sure there's multiple guys in the city who could probably account for that, who got some weird shit done to them by this woman or some woman in this city or in multiple cities. There's multiple guys out here that shit been done to, but they don't talk about it. They won't talk about it. It happens. Most guys get taken advantage of, and they don't talk about it. Most of them glorify it because they've been taken advantage of. It's not, it's not nothing to glorify. If it happened to you, it happened for a reason. More than likely, if it happened to you, and now that I'm finding this out, it's because they're stealing sperm from you. You like, oh yeah, I bust that ass, but you don't even get the underlying being. Yeah, you probably bust that ass, but you're not understanding that your sperm is being taken for a reason. Why? You don't know whether that's for good or for bad. They could be making copies of you, images of you, and hurting these people, hurting these images of you, doing tests and things on little versions of you, basically you. Because you are what come out of you. You are what go in you, and you are what come out of you. Especially when it comes to something like your sperm. The sperm is the spirit. Everybody knows that. The sperm is the spirit. That's what they taking when they steal your sperm. They taking your spirit. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what's the ultimate connection or grand scheme of everything. But this is what they do. They orphan children. They take them for some reason, do stem cells research on aborted fetuses, and steal sperm to make, I guess, hybrids or clones of people who they deem worthy of making hybrids or clones of. That's why a lot of guys become like me and just don't want to deal with anybody, to be honest with you. And really want to just stay guarded and so, isolated into themselves. Because when you know that they're dealing with secret societies and organizations and they're doing this and their inner workings and things like that, even me doing this interview now, they're still doing inner workings and things like that. Right now, as I'm trying to do work, they're still doing their inner workings because they're the secret organizations and the secret societies. And I don't mind. Shit, I like secret societies and organizations. But don't pull the wool over my eyes. Lift the veil off of me. Because I need to see. Because when I have a lack of information, that gives me a lack of understanding. And when I have a lack of understanding, that builds up concerns. And when I have concerns, that breeds distrust. And with distrust, I can't really be as outspoken as I want to be. It hinders you in a way. In a lot of ways. I got friends of the craft. Both sides of the coin. right? But the thing is, there's things that maybe they don't even know about that goes on. And I don't fault them for that. Because there's damn sure things that I don't know about that's going on, right? But once I find out about it, and once I'm putting pieces together, and then they're rubbing it in our faces with shows like Cloning Tyrone, and I'm watching shows that clearly depict what's going on, and I've been through personal accounts of things myself, and heard from other guys who've been through personal accounts like this theirself, where they, was supposedly stealing sperm and all this type of shit. Like, seriously, I don't know what's going on out here. I really don't know what's going on out here. The whole shit is crazy. And they chose a great time to do it in my life, too. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it was like I was going through a test or something, like a trial period or something. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on in my life right now? And I'm still actually currently going through it. That's why I'm actually doing this podcast. Because I have to document in a way what I find. And what I'm dealing with, to be honest with you, I don't know whether to be worried or not. And if I am to be worried, I just want to be on guard. And if I'm not to be worried, then hey, shit, at least I put it all on the line. I put it all on the table. I let everybody know what I'm dealing with so they could be more aware of their own life and actions and, things that they got to go through in life. Because it's a game. It's a game that's being played, but it's not a game. It's a game and it's not a game. It's an act. And it's not an act because it's real to the people that's acting, but they don't know they're acting. And I don't know why they choose to fuck with the people who they fuck with or how they fuck with whoever they fuck with. I don't know. I'm just glad enough. Actually, I'm thankful enough. That's a fitting word because Thanksgiving was just yesterday. I'm thankful that I'm able to put all this together and still have, maintain some, some patience. Some, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. This whole joint is a lot. I'm still actually watching this right now. That's why I can't even, I'm looking this up right now as we speak. You know what I mean? And it's just so deep. I don't really want to, go into my whole personal accounts because I've already done that enough. I'm done doing that. It is John Deep. I'm done with this episode. I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to say that real quick. It was something I wanted to say about Thanksgiving too. But it's basically the same shit. Because all of this is, just a system that's placed on us. It's like Thanksgiving is them thinking for Thanksgiving is like them thanking us for giving them everything, but it's really a trick on words. It's they double talking you. It's not Thanksgiving. It's like we took your shit. Like, not thank you for giving us. Like, fuck y'all, we took your shit, basically. Because nobody gave them anything, and it just happened. They use a lot of double talk. They use a lot of PI systems and things like that. And it's done in plain sight because it's not common knowledge to double talk people. It's not common knowledge to, try to read in between the lines of what a message is saying when you see words on the TV. Because even words that you say can be interpreted. Like you could choose to say certain words, right? And then when you put those words on paper or read them and you decode them, they'll mean something other than exactly what they say. So in a way, you can double talk people in conversation or in writing. And the only ones that'll understand it is the ones that know how to read between the lines. And on that note, y'all have a good night. Please stay aware, stay blessed. Keep me in y'all prayers, 'cause I'm keeping y'all in mind. Peace.